Hello everybody, welcome again to our English program. Today we are going to speak about a new item in the English language. Now we are going to speak about adjectives. What are adjectives in the English language? Adjectives in the English language are الصفات بالعربي. I have to describe a word with this adjective. For example, I'm speaking about Ahmed. I want to describe Ahmed, whether he is tall, short, big, small, fat, thin. I will describe him by using an adjective. Let's see the adjectives. The adjective is a descriptive It's a descriptive word. The adjective is a descriptive word. كلمة بوصف بيها. For example, when I say the girl is beautiful. The girl is beautiful. I'm describing the girl that she is beautiful. Here is the adjective. The word beautiful. البنت جميلة. I'm describing بوصف البنت بإنها beautiful. جميلة. When I'm saying Tom is tall. Tom is tall. I'm describing Tom that he is tall. طويل. So, an adjective is a descriptive word بوصف بيها the person I'm speaking about or the thing. I can describe a thing. For example, when I say the dog is black. I'm describing the dog that it is black. Black is an adjective for the dog. So, I can describe a thing or a person with this adjective. Okay, how can we use an adjective in the sentence? When shall I put the adjective? The adjective can be in two places in the sentence. Either it is after verb to be, or some verbs like seems or look, seem or look, and so on, or verb to be, or it can be before the noun I'm going to describe, before the noun. Let's have an example. When I'm saying that the adjective, I will use it after verb to be or after seem. The car seems nice. I will describe the car here with the word nice. It's an adjective. Get thin after seems. These are from the verbs I can use before the adjectives. The boy looks tired. Here, tired is the adjective. Also, the verb look, from the verbs I can use before the adjectives. Or I can use it after verb to be when I say my mom is old. So, old here is an adjective and we use this adjective after verb to be. Okay, this is the first case. The second case, I'm going to use the adjective before the descriptive word. Let's say, for example, when I say a big cat. A big cat. Here, where is the adjective? It's the word big. I'm going to put big before the word I'm describing, before the cat. A big cat. A beautiful girl. I'm describing the girl that she is beautiful. I will put the adjective before the word I'm describing. I will put smart boy. I am describing the boy that he is smart, so I put the adjective before the word I am describing. So the adjective is a descriptive word. I'm going to describe anything or anyone with this adjective. It has to be in two places, either after verb to be or after look and see, or it can be before the word I'm going to describe. Okay. The adjectives can be in two cases. Comparative, it can be comparative case or superlative case. I have two cases for the adjective. Either it is comparative or superlative. What's a comparative and what's a superlative case? When I'm going to compare between two friends or two things or two people, I'm going to use the comparative form of the adjective. يعني لو أنا بقارن بين اتنين سواء كانوا شخصين أو شيئين, I'm going to use حالة اسمها حالة الcomparative اللي هنعرف تكوينها. If I'm comparing between one and more than one, واحد ومجموعة, a group, or thing and a group, I'm going to use the superlative case. Let's see the comparative form. Okay, the comparative form is when I am comparing between two. Either they are group and group, person and person, or thing and another thing. Okay, I'm comparing between a group and a group, person and a person, thing and a thing. يعني طرفين متعادلين زي بعض, جروب وجروب, شخص وشخص, thing و thing. Number one, when I say big, and I have two persons. I have Tom and Lucy. I want to say that Tom ده أكبر في الحجم من Lucy. How can I say it? I will put the subject, which is Tom, the subject number one. Then verb to be, which is the adjective. And I will put ER, then, and then the second subject. I'm going to say Tom, subject number one, is verb to be, bigger, big is the adjective, plus ER, then, and Lucy is the subject number two. So, when I'm making a comparative form, I will say verb to be, adjective plus ER, the word then. This is the form. Verb to be, adjective plus ER, then. Before I start, I will put subject number one, I'm speaking about, and at the end, subject number two, I'm speaking about. Let's have another example. When I say Ahmed, and I have the adjective old, and I have Mona. I want to say in Ahmed old, كبير, أكبر من منى. Let's do it. I will say Ahmed. This is the subject number 1. Where is verb to be? Ahmed is. Where is the adjective plus er? It's going to be older than, and subject number 2, which is Mona. Ahmed is older than Mona. When I have an adjective and this adjective is a CVC word, what's a CVC word? يعني we have a vowel in the middle. For example, big. Consonant, vowel from the 5 vowels, and then consonant again. Hot. Consonant, vowel, and then consonant again. What shall I do? Before I put the ER, I will write the last letter twice. Yani I will put G and G, then the ER. Bigger. I will double it. Hotter. Fatter. Double T. Because it's a CVC word. That's why we double the last letter and then put the ER. Let's have an example. Tom and Lucy. This is number 1 and this is number 2. I will say here big, let's put number 1. I will put Tom. Verb to be is the adjective plus ER, but I'm going to put the G again because it's a CVC word, CVC adjective. Tom is bigger than Lucy. And if I say that Lucy هي اللي أكبر, I would say Lucy is bigger than Tom. طيب. Let's have another example. I will say James is 5 years old. Susan is 3 years old. And I want to use the word young, the adjective young. Let's do it again. James is 5 years old. Susan is 3 years old. Young means يعني إيه؟ صغير. طيب, who is young here? James or Susan? Susan. So I will start by Susan. Subject number 1, Susan. Verb to be is. Verb to be here. The adjective young. The adjective plus ER. Younger than. Who is? Subject number 2, James. Susan is younger than James. Susan أصغر من James. Susan is younger than James. Okay. This is the case if I have the short adjective. يعني the adjective الصفة الكلمة اللي أنا هكتبها it's a short word. But if this word is long, for example, when I'm saying beautiful, look at this adjective. It's very long. I can divide it into more than 1 syllables. So I will not use the form we have said that you are going to put the adjective, er, than, and then the rest of the sentence. No. What shall I do? I'm going to put the word more before the adjective and then the word than. This is the form for the long adjectives. More, and then the adjective, and then than. Okay? Let's have an example. When I'm saying that Mona is more beautiful than Noha. I have here the adjective beautiful. It's a long adjective. I put more before it and then after it. Mona is more beautiful than Noha. Let's have another example. I have a film and a play. film ومسرحية. And I'm going to compare them, for example, by the word interesting. This is an adjective and it is a long adjective. Interesting. So it's a long adjective. I can divide it in more than one syllables. So I'm going to say the film, الفيلم, is more interesting than the play. I put here the adjective interesting, more before it and then after it. So the comparative form, we have two cases. When the adjective is short and when the adjective is long. When the adjective is short, I will put the first subject, then verb to be, the adjective plus er, then and the second subject. But when I have a long adjective, I will use more before the adjective and then after the adjective. This is the comparative form. We said that when I'm comparing between two groups, two persons, or two things. Now, I want to compare between one and a group. For example, I have Yasser and his classmates. classmates دول كل أصحابه اللي في الكلاس. كل التلاميذ اللي موجودين في الكلاس. I'm going to compare ياسر بكل الأولاد اللي موجودين في الكلاس. هنفرض إن ياسر ده هو أشطر حد في الكلاس أو أسوأ حد في الكلاس، أطول حد في الكلاس. في صفة معينة هو بيتميز بيها عن كل الولاد اللي في الكلاس. هعمل الفورم دي إزاي؟ I'm going to say, for example, I have the word here. Let's say tall. This is the adjective. I will say Yasser is the tallest one in his class. أطول واحد في الكلاس بتاعه. طيب, what's the form here? Verb to be. The plus est here after the adjective. The before the adjective. Adjective est and then the rest of the sentence. So let's have the form. It's subject number 1. Verb to be. The subject, verb to be, the, and then the adjective plus est, and then the rest of the sentence. طيب, let's have another example. Okay. Martha is the biggest. The same way, when I'm having a CVC adjective, I will double the last letter and then est. I have here verb to be, the, adjective, and then est. Okay. طيب, when this adjective is long, what's the form? This is for the short adjective. If it is long, I will put, or I will make this form. For example, I have the word beautiful. So I will say, Martha is the most beautiful girl. Here I will put the most and then the adjective. I will not put est after the adjective. It's already long. Martha is the most beautiful girl. Again, Martha, verb to be, the most beautiful girl. So the form will be subject, verb to be, the most, and then the adjective. The subject, verb to be, the most, and then the adjective. Now, let's speak about another topic in the English language, which is the adverbs. What are the adverbs and what's the difference between the adverbs and the adjective? الادverb اللي هو الظرف. For example, I will say, how is the dog running? It's a question starting by how. How is the dog running? I'm going to answer it and say, the dog is running quickly. Here I have the word quickly. هي دي إجابة الجملة. And I have asked the question by how. إزاي الدog بيجري. I have answered, the dog is running quickly. This is the answer. So the adverb can answer a question starting by how or when or where. It is an adjective plus ly. So the adverb almost has ly at the end. Let's have an example. When I'm saying the girl is very good here. I have here an adverb which is very. The girl is very good. Very is an adverb. The adverb here describes this adjective which is good. So the adverb can describe an adjective. As we said, the girl is very good, or it can describe a verb. A verb, how? Like we have said, the dog is running quickly. The dog is running quickly. I'm describing the running of the dog as it quickly. I'm describing the running. أنا بوصف الفعل نفسه، الجري نفسه إن هو سريع. So the adverb has to have ly at the end, and it describes an adjective or a verb. Some adverbs, they have no ly at the end. Like what? Like the word hard. Okay. For example, when I say he studies hard. بيذاكر بجد. He studies hard. Hard is an adverb and it doesn't have ly. ما فيهاش ly. What else? It's the word fast. When I say the boy writes fast. بيكتب بسرعة. fast drives. ما هي drive. Okay. The boy drives fast. بيسوق بسرعة. His driving is very fast. So it's an adverb. بوصف بيها الفعل اللي هو drive السواقة. Okay. What else? Like good. This is the adjective. If it is an adverb, it's going to be well. Okay. Like he knows English well. This is an adverb. Well. Okay. These are the adverbs. We have said that it's a descriptive word, but we don't have to describe a noun like the adjective. It can describe a verb, and it can describe what else? The verb and the adjective itself. I can describe an adjective by an adverb.